They claim the deepest scars never come from enemies. They come from the same people you once prayed with. Tonight, the gospel world isn't just shaking, it's practically cracking apart, and every piece hits hard. We all watched Tina Campbell spend 20 long years trying to hold together a marriage everyone else said to abandon. We watched her forgive what most people wouldn't even face. But now, that strength everyone praised seems to be slipping from her eyes. Because the whispers now aren't just about divorce anymore. They circle around a friendship, a sisterhood, that allegedly twisted into betrayal. As claims involving Tasha Cobbs Leonard and Teddy Campbell's secret connection surface, a shattered Tina has finally spoken. And her response, it didn't just rattle the industry. It froze everyone's breath. So how do you stand when your sanctuary turns into the crime scene? How do you sing through tears when your own sister might be holding the match to your home? Tonight, this isn't just headlines. It's a tragedy that leaves a woman of faith completely shattered. Brace yourselves. Because what we've uncovered might change how you see these icons forever from now on today. The quiet inside the Campbell home used to echo with harmony. But tonight, that silence feels almost unbearable. For more than 20 years, Tina Campbell stood as the face of extreme forgiveness. We watched her walk through fire, endure public embarrassment, and still choose to stay when the entire world told her to leave. But what unfolded in April 2026 has shaken the ground beneath her in a way no one, not even Tina, could have seen coming. This is no longer just about a marriage falling apart. It's about the painful revelation of who may have been lurking in the background while everything slowly collapsed. For years, Tasha Cobbs Leonard and Tina Campbell weren't just industry peers. They were spiritual sisters. They stood on the same stages, prayed together, and carried the weight of fame side by side. Tasha was seen as a source of strength, someone who brought healing wherever she went. But now, fresh claims are painting a very different picture. Insiders are hinting at a connection between Tasha Cobbs Leonard and Teddy Campbell that goes way beyond simple friendship or professional respect. And these aren't just random whispers. They're accusations that hit directly at the core of the so-called sisterhood the gospel world once held so sacred. The timeline is what really feels unsettling. When Teddy Campbell officially filed for divorce just days ago, people were left scrambling for answers. Why now? Why, after enduring so much betrayal and pain before, did everything finally fall apart? According to these explosive claims, the answer points to a hidden relationship developing quietly behind closed doors, a connection involving someone Tina trusted deeply. Just think about that weight for a second. Being hurt by a spouse is one thing, but being hurt by the same person who helped you survive that spouse's past actions. That kind of betrayal is almost impossible to describe. Insiders are now sketching out a story filled with so-called private meetings and unexplained closeness that allegedly happened while Tina focused on her ministry and raising her children. They claim the bond between Tasha Cobbs Leonard and Teddy Campbell wasn't some sudden mistake, but something that grew slowly over time until it finally crossed a line when the marriage pressure peaked. According to these reports, Tasha didn't just provide comfort, she became an escape. And while Tina stood publicly defending her husband, the same woman she once called sister was, allegedly, helping him drift further away from the life he built at home. Right now, the mood across the gospel community is pure shock mixed with grief. People are going back to old pictures of Tasha Cobbs Leonard and Tina, trying to spot the warning signs they somehow missed. Every smile, every embrace, every God bless you, suddenly feels suspicious under the weight of this possible betrayal. Was that friendship genuine or just a perfect cover? Was their spiritual bond hiding something far more personal? The questions keep piling up, and honestly, none of the possible answers feel comforting. What we're seeing unfold isn't just the breakdown of the Campbell story, but a crack in the very idea of trust inside the church itself. As these claims kept spreading, all attention shifted to Tina. People expected fire, scriptures, maybe even a powerful call to prayer. Instead, what appeared was a woman who looked completely worn down. Tina Campbell has always fought through everything, but how do you battle someone who once sat at your table? How do you deal with the thought that someone who knew your deepest truths might have used them to get closer to your husband? This is what makes it so painful. A woman who gave her all to faith and family, now facing the reality that her own sanctuary may have been falling apart from within all along. The sheer weight of this scandal feels heavy enough to break even the strongest believer. It pushes everyone to wonder, if this could happen to them, then who is actually safe? If a sisterhood built in faith can fall apart over a so-called secret affair, then what does that really say about the condition of our hearts? The accusations surrounding Tasha Cobbs Leonard and Teddy Campbell have torn open a wound that might never fully close. This isn't just drama. It's a story tangled in love, influence, and a betrayal deep enough to leave a lasting mark on the soul. And the more these claims unfold, the harder the truth becomes to accept. Tina Campbell isn't just another headline right now. She's become the image of heartbreak that has everyone frozen in disbelief. A public breakup is painful on its own, but the collapse of a private sisterhood hits on a completely different level. As the impact of Teddy Campbell's divorce filing continues to spread through the gospel community this April 2026, attention has moved beyond court papers to the emotional fallout behind them. For over 20 years, Tina stood firmly beside her husband, even after he admitted to multiple affairs back in 2014, situations involving people so close they felt like family. But this time, the woman being whispered about isn't just some distant figure or assistant. These claims are pointing directly at Tasha Cobbs Leonard, someone Tina once trusted as a true spiritual anchor. If even part of this betrayal is true, then we're looking at a spiritual violation on the highest level. Tasha Cobbs Leonard and Tina weren't just co-workers in the same industry. They represented an entire movement. They stood side by side on some of the most sacred gospel stages, blending their voices in worship, while behind the scenes, something far more questionable was allegedly taking shape. Now insiders are pointing back at those on-camera sisterhood moments, suggesting they may have been nothing more than a carefully maintained illusion. While fans were wiping tears watching Tasha uplift others, the rumors claim she was also forming a quiet connection with Tina's husband. Just imagine that reality. Praying together in the morning, while possibly crossing lines by evening. That kind of emotional conflict would shake anyone to their core. But what really left people speechless was Tina Campbell's reaction during a recent Instagram Live. We've seen Tina furious before. We've seen her explode, act out, and pour her pain out loudly. But this time, it was different. The woman on screen felt almost unrecognizable. No shouting, no dramatic breakdown. Just a quiet, chilling calm that hit harder than any outburst ever could. "I'm not sleeping," she admitted, her face drained and tired. "But I'm standing." And when the comments started flooding in about Tasha Cobbs Leonard, Tina didn't defend her. She didn't shut anything down. Instead, there was a long, heavy silence. And somehow, that silence said more than words ever could to everyone watching. That silence didn't last forever. It was followed by a statement that quickly went viral, leaving fans emotional. Tina quietly said, "Doka wahan samila jahan umid nahi ti." Betrayal came from the last place she ever expected. She described how the safety of her home felt shattered by people she trusted with her children, her work, and her spirit. As she spoke, her sister Erica Campbell joined the live, and the look they exchanged carried so much pain that even the comment section fell silent. This wasn't just the collapse of a marriage. It felt like the collapse of everything she believed in. Tina has always preached forgiveness, but how do you forgive someone who was supposed to help you heal in the first place? Now the gospel world is split. Some are urging Tasha Cobbs Leonard to speak up and defend herself, while others think the damage is already beyond repair. These claims suggest that whatever existed between Tasha Cobbs Leonard and Teddy Campbell wasn't just a brief mistake, but something deeper that developed over the same years Tina was trying to rebuild her life. And if any of this turns out to be true, it won't just end a marriage or a friendship. It could shatter trust across the entire gospel community. What we're witnessing is a woman of faith walking through a darkness no one should face alone, while the world watches and grieves with her. Because the real pain here isn't just the divorce. It's the realization that even in the most sacred spaces, betrayal can still find its way in. As April 2026 continues to weigh heavily on the gospel community, This story has clearly moved beyond a simple divorce into something that feels like a full spiritual breakdown. Yes, the Los Angeles court papers politely say, irreconcilable differences. But let's be honest, the public isn't buying that. In the court of opinion, there's only one word people are focused on: betrayal. For years, we watched Tina Campbell stand firm on the belief that no marriage was too damaged for God to restore. But now, it's not just the marriage being questioned. It's the entire sisterhood that once surrounded and supported it. The claims tied to Tasha Cobbs Leonard have sparked outrage largely because of the painful irony. Tina had previously spoken openly about her husband's past cheating, including with someone she described as being like family. And now, somehow, the story feels like it's repeating itself in an even more unsettling way. Reports claim that these new developments involve Tasha stepping into what should have remained a purely spiritual role, but allegedly crossing into something far more personal. Insiders are even describing a so-called shadow relationship that grew quietly while Tasha publicly supported Tina's ministry. For many fans, this isn't just gossip. It feels like a dramatic collapse straight out of a tragedy. The same voice behind "Break Every Chain" is now being accused of becoming part of the very chain that may have pulled a family apart. But the moment that truly left everyone shaken was when Tina Campbell stepped into her church this week. Normally, she's the one in control, leading with a strong and commanding presence. But this time, standing beside her sister Erica Campbell, something felt completely different. The energy in the room shifted instantly. No music, no shouting, just a deep, heavy silence hanging in the air. When Tina finally spoke, her voice trembled with a kind of vulnerability we haven't seen since her lowest moments back in 2014. She talked about the empty chairs at her table and the broken promises that had been kept hidden in the dark. "I thought I was safe in my own house," Tina said softly, her voice breaking as people in the room began to cry with her. "I thought my sisters were my shields. But sometimes, the one holding the shield is the one hiding the sword." She never directly named Tasha Cobbs Leonard, but the timing of her words and the depth of her pain made the message clear to everyone listening. It wasn't just a speech. It was raw, real heartbreak spilling out in front of everyone. In that moment, it went beyond the gospel world. It became the sound of someone realizing that the very place she felt safest had been quietly torn apart by the people she trusted most. The reaction from fans hasn't just been sympathy. It's turned into collective mourning. Across social media, the hashtag #SisterhoodBetrayed is trending, with thousands of women opening up about their own stories of betrayal from people they trusted most. And honestly, the real tragedy here isn't just a 26-year marriage falling apart. It's that the so-called forgiveness queen has finally reached a point where even forgiveness feels out of reach. What we're watching looks like the breaking of a spirit many believed could never be broken. As this chapter of the Campbell legacy fades out, the image left behind is hard to ignore. Tina Campbell standing alone in what feels like the remains of everything she built, questioning whether her loyalty cost her too much. Tonight, the music isn't playing anymore. And all that remains is the quiet, painful sound of a heart breaking in real time. And this isn't just another celebrity headline. It hits a lot closer to home. It forces a difficult question. Who can we really trust? Right now, people are feeling that weight alongside Tina Campbell, a woman who poured everything into her marriage and her sisterhood, only to watch both fall apart. The gospel world may not look the same after this. And as the noise around these claims involving Tasha Cobbs Leonard and Teddy Campbell begins to settle, one uncomfortable question still lingers. Is any bond ever truly untouchable? But let's be real, the conversation doesn't just stop here. We want to know what you think because this space is where people come together to unpack moments like this. So tell us honestly, can a friendship ever bounce back after a betrayal this deep? Or is Tina justified in finally stepping away from the very people she once trusted the most? If you're standing with her, drop a prayers for Tina in the comments, or share your take on these claims surrounding Tasha Cobbs Leonard. Your perspective matters here, and every comment adds to the bigger picture people are trying to understand. And if this story hit you the way it hit us, don't just scroll past it. Tap that like button so more people can see what's really being discussed behind the headlines. Make sure you're subscribed and turn on notifications, because this story is still unfolding fast. We're keeping a close eye on every update, every filing, and every response tied to this April 2026 situation. Trust me, you'll want to stay tuned for what comes next, because this is far from over. Thanks for watching, for caring, and for being part of this conversation. We'll catch you in the next one.